Dr. Irvin Khoza has got this to say concerning Senzo Meyiya. A very interesting comment about Senzo Meyiya. He said, we can't be at peace, we can't be at rest until we get justice about the boy. Nobody should be at rest. He says, I'm not at rest because we don't know who are the actual killers of Senzo Meyiya. Just like anybody else in this country, I don't think people really, they accept the fact that really those guys killed Senzo Meyiya. Details looks very sketchy, but nevertheless, I'm going to give you more about what Dr. Irvin Khoza said about the situation. Are you interested? Then please stick around. To those that will stick around, guys, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below, guys, it is free of charge. Now, without wasting much of your time, good people, Dr. Irvin Khoza has got some interesting things to say. And one of those interesting things, it relates to Senzo Meyiya's passing and the fact that the family hasn't gotten justice. He has got this to say. We can't be at peace for the boy who deserves better and gave so much of himself, said Mr. Dr. Irvin Khoza. You know, this food was unbelievable. He never had a long face because he was not playing. He was in Monet Joseph's shadow for how long? He never had a long face. He had that unfortunate situation with Ajax Cape Town. In Meyiya's first game for the Bucks at Orlando Stadium, where he tried to grab the ball, but it went through his legs for a goal. It could have destroyed everybody, that one, but not him. As if God was saying, I'm going to recall this man. Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's unfortunate that has happened in terms of what we are consuming. It's confusing to all of us. We are asking ourselves, what is it that we don't know that has taken place to create this sort of confusion from the police to the hawks, the witnesses, neighbors, and people who were in the house. It's just confusing. I don't think we deserve that sort of treatment because he was a gentleman, and unfortunately it happened at the time he was a captain of my team, captain of the national team. That's why when I took him to the family, I said to his father, Senzo Meyiya, I'm happy to bring your son, but I'm not happy because he's lifeless because I took him a 13-year-old boy. I bring him as a captain of the national team and as a national asset. I hope they will find the culprit as soon as possible. I will be at peace. He was okay. But yeah, he was not the sort of a person you will see with a long face, grumpy, complaining, but don't have the solutions. He was not someone who saw wrong in others. He didn't do that. Even when his murder happened, he was supposed to be at a party where we were waiting for him. We were all attracted to him because he was a jolly fellow. You see his videos in the car where he's singing with favorite song with Khumalo. He's one of the few players in the team who never had an agent. The same as Mark Fish. Fish never had an agent. Tamsan Makabuza never had an agent. That's why when he left the team for SuperSport United, it was his okay. I was his agent. Yeah, it's very interesting, eh? I said to him I was going to make sure I negotiate a deal for 1 year, but I look at how he's been there now. It's because when you do good, you make us your ambassadors. One thing I always share with players, it is when you are still a star, you are still attractive to the people. People come to you. But when you are on your way down, you must make yourself attractive to the people. Wow, very interesting. But the words that I think personally that resonate with me is the fact that He says, we don't deserve the confusion that we are seeing concerning Senzo Meyiya. No, we don't deserve that. Neither does he deserve that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's fair, especially coming from Dr. Irvin Khoza. He could have said, no, let's leave this to the police, pretend as if everything is going well. But I like the fact that it's clear to say what we are receiving, what we are getting as the public concerning Senzo Meyiya, it's not pleasing. And surely it's not pleasing. But one of the other interesting things is that it becomes a norm for Orlando Pirates players not to have agents here. Because mind you, they've mentioned Kabuza, Kabuza is mentioned, Senzo Meyiya is there, Mark Fish didn't have an agent. But guess what? Did you know that Lucky Lekhwat didn't have an agent as well? So it appears like in Orlando Pirates, a lot of players, actually, they can play without having agents. Because Lucky Lekhwat, you will know that Lucky Lekhwat spent so much time at Orlando Pirates. But did you know that Lucky Lekhwat used to get a 1-year deal? Every time his contract would be renewed by 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. And he said something interesting the other time. He said that every time when I involve an agent in my negotiations with Orlando Pirates, I wouldn't get what I want. But when I do away with an agent and I talk to the club's chairman one-on-one, I always get what I want, sometimes even more than what I wanted. So I don't know the strategy behind it, ne? But like I said, Lekhwati says he would have asked maybe to get an increase to 35,000, and then the other time he said it, I think it was 32,000, and then they gave him 40,000. So he got so much increase when he was negotiating for himself, not with an agent. Nevertheless, what's your take about the situation? The whole thing that Dr. Irvin Khoza just explained. Get into the comment section below. Let the conversation begin right now, right here.